This is good. Good? Good. Excellent. Thank you. I'd like to open our caucus meeting. Today's date is November 26, 2013. I'd like to salute the flag at this time. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act pursuant to laws of 1975. Said notice was advertised in the Lacey Beacon and was posted on the bulletin board showing the time and the place of the meeting. First on our agenda is Oyster Creek update. Gary Stathis, Site Vice President.
Well, good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Your name and address, please.
Gary Stathis.
Excellent.
Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, but I live here in Long Beach Island.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to the caucus this evening. I'm very pleased to address the committee. And I want to just talk to you about Oyster Creek. I've been at Oyster Creek now for a year, and I'm very proud to be part of that organization, very strong teamwork and commitment to not only energy, but to the environment. Let me tell you a little bit about our plant. Our plant's running 100% power, producing 650 megawatts electric, and it's enough to power about 600,000 typical 4-bedroom single-family homes. So it's a big energy provider in this community. We just completed a 5-day outage last week. We took the outage to repair recirculation motors and pumps to improve our reliability and safety of the plant. And then in October, we had an outage as well for the turbine speed relay to repair that was identified during our scheduled surveillance testing. Our performance history has been very strong. Just this year, during the summer, we had 99% capacity factor, which demonstrates that during the summer, we took down powers to support our commitment for our MPDS permit, which is the amount of heat that we put into the water that goes into the bed. So we were confidently within our bands for operation of the plant. As far as our people, we have more than 600 employees, full-time employees. Most of them reside in the area of Ocean County. They're highly trained, committed, qualified personnel that have been here for quite a long time. We do have a number of newer employees that have joined our station within the last 5 years, also taking residence within the community. We've hired more than 40 people just this year. We've moved about 90 people around through transitions and promotions so we can keep our people recruited, experienced, and really interested in being part of Oyster Creek. So we know where we'll be through 2019. As far as our community goes, we remain very active in the community in the volunteer programs. A number of our employees sit on the board of the volunteer committees that are around, including the American Cancer Society, Breast Cancer Awareness, Special Olympics, and other things like the Fish Hawks, the Lighthouse work that we do on an annual basis. In our United Way campaign this year, we've raised over $300,000. It's the largest single contributor to the United Way campaign of Ocean County, all through employee donations. It's not only the largest in Ocean County, from Exelon from a fleet perspective. Oyster Creek employees give the most, contribute the most out of all of our sites in the entire Exelon fleet. We also provide contributions to the schools, to the rescue fire stations, as well as those community activities such as the Independence Day fireworks celebration. Something that we started this year, Energy Education Day and Community Information Night. Energy Education Day was something that our communications manager thought up, and it was an opportunity to bring in over 400 school children from elementary to high school to educate them about energy and about nuclear energy and our interaction with the environment. Very well attended. Students and teachers alike enjoyed the program, and then we had a community information night where we had more than 200 families come to Oyster Creek to learn about energy. As far as our future goes, we are going to decommission the plant in 2019. We remain committed to operate Oyster Creek safely and reliably. We have committed for the staffing and the facilities to operate 2019 and to maintain that facility beyond 2019 until we can decommission that. We have a team of individuals from our site and from our corporate organization that are assembled to work us through that transition, and so we can manage it, and also include outreach to the community, to both the stakeholders from the local township up through the regulators in the state and in the federal government. So that's really what I had planned for this evening. If you have any questions for me, please ask. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk about Oyster Creek today.
Well, I'm going to come down and thank you for all your support for the Municipal Alliance. So we got your shirt here for supporting our 5K. We're dealing with a drug epidemic here in the state, in Ocean County and Lacey Township, and our Municipal Alliance does fine work, and you can see where Oyster Creek is on the back there as well. So Exelon generating station, so we appreciate that, and here's the certificate, and you're also in our ad book as well, and we appreciate all the support, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is going to have to work out.
I hope I got the right size.
I'll have to fit into it. I'll have to work out fit into it.
I'll open up the committee comments or questions.
I just have one, Gary. A few months back, I guess about a month and a half ago, one of our residents here just asked us if we would kind of bring them up to date on the storage casks that we have. And I've spoken to Sue. Thank you for bringing Sue tonight. She's a wealth of information and a great person to go back and forth with on regular issues. But we explained to them how they're set up, how the years that they're good for. But his issue was more what they're stored on. And if I'm not mistaken, when they were first built, I think it was concrete or something that was down. If you could just touch on that briefly, because that's something even after decommissioning, every plant in the country is still facing that.
Yeah, absolutely. At Oyster Creek, we have 23 casks. We have room for 32 casks, and we have 23 casks now on site. Those casks the fuel is stored, 61 fuel bottles are stored inside the cask, which is a large concrete steel structure that the fuel's stored in. And then that cask goes into a concrete type sarcophagus where it's sealed off with front and back with plates. That is all located on a concrete reinforced structure. That structure is above the floodplain of the worst case storm that could be predicted for this area. We talk a lot about Superstorm Sandy. Superstorm Sandy brought some floodwaters in that a lot of people didn't anticipate. And that level is at 23 feet, slightly above 23 feet. We had 7.5 feet at the plant. When you have 7.5 feet at the plant, then on the island you have about 11 feet of water. So clearly well above any type of flood level. And that includes wind-whipped waves, worst case hurricane situation, and then rain for many, many days. So it's very structurally sound and proven technology that is used, as you said, across the country at all the different facilities, nuclear facilities.
I know Mr. Beglinger is not here tonight. He's the gentleman that brings the issues to us. My explanations, have been all along that if and when Yucca Mountain ever gets back on track, that material will be shipped out just like it would from any other plant around the country, which I assume is still the direction if and when it ever happens.
And that is the direction we like to go, is to have a single repository rather than have casks that are placed all around the country at the 65 different nuclear facilities, commercial nuclear facilities around the country. Then there's the non-nuclear facilities too that have fuel that are cask government facilities. But our desire is to have one central location that we can ship to. And the casks were built for the idea that we would be able to
Ship them out, yeah.
Yes.
And that's all regulated and inspected by the NRC on a regular basis, I would assume.
Absolutely. Each one of the casks that are designed and built are approved through the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Just like we build the plant and the design of the plant's approved through the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the casks are designed and built for the requirements of a design specification, and that design specification is reviewed and approved by the Nuclear Regulatory Commission. In addition to that, as we have a license to operate the plant, we also have a license to operate that storage facility. So both come under that requirement. And we have a similar security system Now, that's inside the protected area, so there's a security system also built around that, yes.
I appreciate it. You know, like I said, Mr. Begninger might be in later on, but we had told him we would get the answers for him, and having you here certainly, puts it out for everybody in the community. We do appreciate everything you do, and, you've done a great job in the year you've been here. We've enjoyed it.
Well, I appreciate that.
Susan, thank you.
And if you need any additional information, you can contact my office, and we can provide that to you.
And just so you realize, that T-shirt you just received, the mayor has transitioned his running in the 5K over to you next year, so.
This is a running 5K.
Careful what you take.
I have to face myself.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Gary.
Is there any other comments?
Like everyone said, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Been a great neighbor in the past, and hope you'll be, I know you'll be a good neighbor in the future.
Thank you, Community Dykoff.
And I'd like to thank you as far as the United Way and American Cancer Society, and also the fireworks display as well. So I thank you for that. Today I was recognizing all our businesses that supported our 5K, and life is all about timing, so it was perfect. Applebee's actually cooks for us there, and our Home Depot and Walmart, they help sponsor it as well. And like Mr. Dykoff said, Oyster Creek's always been a great neighbor, so I appreciate you coming out tonight and giving the public a little bit of education on nuclear power. So I appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Any other comments, Sean?
No, just thank you, and again, you guys do great work. We appreciate it.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Night.
Good night.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Is there any add-ons?
Nope.
No add-ons?
No.
Resolution 2013-297, authorizing the convening of an executive session.
Resolution to Township of Lacey County, Ocean State of New Jersey, authorizing convening of executive session to discuss anticipated pending litigation.
Move it.
Second.
Mr. Quinn?
Yes.
Mr. Sharkey?
Yes.
Mr. Dykoff?
Yes.
Mayor Most?
Yes.
Motion.
Motion to adjourn the meeting?
Move it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See you after the executive session.